Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. I'm Wasi and I will briefly explain the role of each member in our role play. First, I'm Wasi. Acting as the manager, my role is to lead the team, make important decisions and ensure the project is handled professionally. I also communicate with the client and work with the team to find the best solution. Second, Amirah, as the employee, she is responsible for monitoring the project's progress. In our role play, she discovers the project delay caused by the supplier and immediately reports it to the manager. Third, Mariam acts as the client. The client expects the project to be completed on time. After learning about the delay, she raises her concerns because it affects her business. However, she is willing to listen to the company explanation and propose solution. Fourth, Zul plays as HR officer. His role is to help resolve conflicts, improve communication, and ensure everyone discuss the issue professionally and respectfully. Finally, Chris acts as the colleague. He supports the employee by offering advice and encouraging honest communication with the manager. His role shows the importance of teamwork and helping each other during challenging situations. In conclusion, every character has an important responsibility. The manager provides leadership, the employee reports the issue, the client shares expectation, the HR officer resolves conflicts, and the colleague provides support. Together, this role demonstrates the effective communication, teamwork, honesty, and professionalism are essential for solving workplace problems successfully.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I will explain the first issue identified in our role play, which is the lack of transparency. In this situation, the manager wanted to hide the real reason for the project delay because he was worried it would affect the company image. However, the employee believed that misleading the client was unethical and that the client had the right to know the truth. This is an ethical communication issue because honesty and transparency are essential in building trust. If the company provides false information, the client may lose confidence once the truth is revealed. In the long term, this can damage both the company's reputation and its relationship with the client. Therefore, ethical communication requires honesty, transparency, and accountability, especially when handling difficult situations.
Let me share something important I noticed during our recent roleplay. The second big challenge was the abuse of authority in leadership, something we don't always talk about, but it is crucial. Now imagine this, my manager asked me to hide the real reason behind our project delay. It was all about saving the company's image. Now, deep down, I knew this doesn't feel right, but I felt trapped. After all, when your boss tells you to do something, it's hard to say no, even if your instincts are screaming otherwise. And here's why this matters. No employee should be put in a position where they have to compromise their ethical values. When leaders pressure us to do something we know is wrong, it quickly erodes trust and makes open communication nearly impossible. Before you know it, people stop speaking up and the workplace feels tense and unhealthy. So, what does ethical communication really look like? It starts at the top. Leaders must show integrity and accountability. It's about creating an environment where honesty is valued and where no one feels pressured to bend the truth for short-term gain. In our roleplay, the HR officer played a key role by encouraging both sides to really listen and recommending a transparent, professional approach. We managed to rebuild trust. Not only did this strengthen our relationship with the client, it also protected the company's long-term reputation. And honestly, that's the kind of workplace I want to be a part of.
For suggestions or solutions, better communication and crisis protocols. Implement problem plus solution delivery. Train staff to deliver bad news alongside a concrete recovery plan, transforming a generic delay into a proactive professional update. Set clear notification windows. Establish a standards protocol requiring that clients be notified within 24 hours of any verified project delay. HR mediation and work expectations. Formalize ethical escalation. Create an HR open door policy or safe reporting channel so employees can voice ethical dilemmas without fear of retaliation. Aligns KPIs with client retention. Evaluate manager based on a long-term client trust and satisfaction score rather than just forcing a project or perfect project timeline on a paper. Team discussion. Run risk assessment scenes. Hold proactive collaborative team discussion to catch supplier or material issues early before they escalate the emergencies. Normalize healthy pushback. Encourage a workplace culture where employees can challenge a strategy or flag a risk without it being labeled as insubordination.
Hi everyone, to conclude our role play, we learned that ethical communication is essential in every workplace. Honesty and transparency help build trust between a company and its client, even when the unexpected problems occur. In our role play, the manager initially wanted to hide the project delay to protect the company reputation. However, through the discussion with the employee, colleague, and HR officer, it became clear that giving false information will only create bigger problems in the future. Instead, informing that the client honestly, apologizing professionally, and providing a revised timeline help maintain the client trust and confidence in the company. Another important lesson is that the employees should feel confident to raise ethical concerns respectfully, while managers should remain open to feedback and make decisions that balance business goals with professional ethics. HR also plays an important role in mediating conflict and ensuring that workplace decisions are fair and ethical. During our preparation, our group faced several challenges, which is since everyone had different schedule, it was difficult to find time to practice together. We also need to memorize our script, understand our individual roles, and make our performance as natural as possible. Despite this challenge, we cooperate well, support one another, and complete the role play successfully. Overall, this activity improved our communication, teamwork, problem solving, and presentation skills. Most importantly, it reminds us that company reputation is not built by hiding mistakes but by being honest, taking responsibility, and communicating professionally. Thank you.